I'm hoping it's giving Lizzie McGuire in Raise Your Voice. I actually don't know how it goes, but you know the bit I'm talking about, right? My washing is fine right where it is. Well, as long as it's fine and you're fine and everything's fine. Furious. Thank you for the 42 months. I love that. I mean, it's just so funny. You guys are just giving Hannah Montana. Like, it's so funny. I did. I signed it. I figure I can make changes to afford $80 a week. Happy 12 months of continued shelter. It's true, actually. My life admin. Oh, wait. I'll be right back. I need my notepad. I have to get my non-bejazzled notepad and pen because today's start of stream is some life admin shit to do with the apartment that I've been putting off. Now, so I hope you find this inspiring to get your own shit together. It's probably not. So if it's not your vibe, I totally understand. But it probably is your vibe because I'm so much fun. So, like, it's clearly everybody's vibe. You know, clearly. But this one's not bejazzled. Maybe I should bejazzle this. Do I have red? I have so much red. And I have pink. Oh my God, I'm going to have to bejazzle the fucking thing. Oh, I just, sorry, my hair was a scam. What I did was I went like this. It's giving Thrive. Hold on, my sister's calling me. Sorry, everybody. I called my sister before to see how she was doing with the little doggy, and she didn't answer. But apparently they're doing okay. How's everybody else doing? I have my leftover spaghetti for dinner. I didn't even want to put cheese on it, and I didn't want to have it with pasta. Oh my God. Tiny, I really did just scam the fuck out of you, didn't I? Hi, Thomas. I really did. You just fell all the way in to Hermione fanfic. Like, I really did that. Wait, so you're just eating sauce? I am just eating sauce. Don't judge me. Hi, Wallach. Hi, Dark Show Doofus. It's got onion, carrot, celery, mushroom, mince, tomato. That's all I got for you. That's all I have. Still fire without pasta. I'm just existing at this point. What's got you in that mindset? Because I get it. It happens to me on many occasions. Why are you in the fighting the days mindset? Furious. It's got gluten in it. It's got gluten in it. A lot of the meat replacements from Coles and Woolies, yeah. And so I have to be careful. Like, the reality, it's just, I don't know. I try not to restrict my eating too much. Hey, Sim5. I'm so jealous of people who can just, like, I can eat little bits of gluten and it really doesn't affect me too much. But there are some things that just, like, absolutely fuck me over so hard. I'm still not entirely convinced that I have celiac, but the doctors seem convinced I have celiac, even though I have no blood markers. I just don't want to listen. I think they're wrong. I think they're wrong. I still think they're wrong, but I don't want to die, so. You know? Hi, Dreamweaver. Welcome on in, everybody. Happy Monday. I don't know how we're going to make this week better, but we are going to do it. I'm going to fight on. Life is about doing things, and I'm going to continue to do things, and I'm going to continue to attempt to find the joy in doing things. No, you don't really die from gluten. Like, some people have the worst celiac disease. Like, because I've done a lot of research, right? I get no symptoms, really, at all. Some people have to go to the hospital if they even get slightly cross-contaminated. Like, that's how fucked it is for some people. My moveset. What set off my little episode where I haven't been doing very good with food was high levels of cortisol. My body just ceases, my digestive system, when I get stressed, just ceases to function. Which doesn't seem very evolutionarily good. Just saying. But that's what it does. Well, you know how I had the biopsies in my tummy, my duodenum or whatever, a little while ago when I went under anesthesia? I had to eat gluten because you have to eat gluten for them to be able to tell that there's a problem. But I still have no markers, and I just don't think it's gluten. I think it's actually just my full-blown bad diet where I eat too much sugar. But look at me, I'm eating whole foods. Lack of sleep causes cortisol levels to spike. High illuminated. Yeah, I'm not very good with cortisol. Sugar is an inflammatory, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm convinced, because I don't have the markers, that it has to be other inflammatory things. Not actual celiac disease. But I don't know. My doctor did say that the biopsies are the gold standard of figuring out whether someone has celiac disease. So I don't know. Do you know the most fucking crunchy mum anti-vaxxer thing about me is that I'm really bad at trusting doctors. Because none of them believed me about my face. Now I'm so... Do you know what I mean? I'm not very good. I'm not a good patient. I'm a very bad patient. I have not been consuming any YouTube comments. I do have another YouTube video for you guys. I'll upload it in the next couple of days. I haven't gotten around to it, but I will. I've got a new YouTube video for you all. Doctors are on your shit list at the moment too. Why? Crunchy mum is like, you know, one of those mums whose kids only eat organic, or like, you know, they don't take Panadol because, you know, that's bad for you. Yeah, crunchy is in like granola. Yeah. I did. I signed my lease. I got to find $80 a week. I believe that I can find $80 a week. I believe that the cost of living is super fucked, and I believe that the housing market in Australia is for profit, and that is entirely fucked under capitalism, and we should probably burn it all down. I am a leftist, and housing is a human right. But whatever. For now, I have no choice. Lol. Cowardly lions. Stop it. Anyways, Castle when? I'm working on it. I feel like I'll be working on this goddamn castle for so long. Could be my entire life. And then at the end of my days, I finally get my castle and I get no use of it. And then I'm dead. Oh, shit, party hardy. Oh my God. You have to get so many different opinions. How? That's so great. Like, even with what happened with my eyes recently, the fact that I got prescribed glasses that potentially could have made my vision worse. I am a temporarily embarrassed castle owner. Thanks for acknowledging it. It's so frustrating. Like doctors, I don't know. You've got to find doctors you trust. I have a really good GP now, but does Australia have universal healthcare? We have really good healthcare. I paid $30 for an x-ray the other week. That's pretty good. It cost me $200 to pay for my anesthesia for my biopsies. That's pretty good. You know, some shit's not covered. Yeah, but you pay like a gap. It's it's a very small gap fee. Like there is a way that you can like not pay anything. But I don't have any of those concession cards. I'm not a veteran. I'm not a student. I'm just a single woman under capitalism fighting to survive. But nobody gives a fuck. This is a full-blown house deposit, so fuck yeah.
I got a raise. Lol.
Well, you know what? That's really fucking cool. Congratulations on your pay rise. And also thank you for the subscription. I'm full. That's a bit scary, Hyphomancer. Oh, thank you so much, and you're welcome so much. Oh my God, so nice. All right, now my emotional support bejazzled boost. Because any nutrients that weren't in that will absolutely be in this. Gotta be a hydrated queen. And then a little vitamin D. Woo! Untested supplements. It's true, but I wasn't sold these ones, so I don't care. Chat, can somebody tell me what kind of light bulb this is? And does Philips Hue have this kind of light bulb? I assume they probably do. If they don't, I'm going to cry. It's a bayonet LED. I think it's important you put Vajazzle journal in your life admin journal before you Vajazzle it. Okay, it can go on my list of to-do things. Hold on. Because since I've decided... Did I do all this? Oh my God, I did. Good for me. Did I do all this? Oh, possible dumb things. The top of my possible dumb things list says jump off a rock. Haven't done that yet. Chat, does anybody remember the fact that I drew a silly little duck? Stop it. On this list, to do. Girl dozer, blood tests, washing, cry about hair, clean out fridge. That's so funny. New page. This really is my most scuffed journal, but it's important sometimes. I know we were here for that, and I can't remember a single crumb of context. That's relatable. That's me most days. I can't remember context for anything. Excuse me. It looked entirely like a duck. Vajazzle Journal. There you go. It's on the top of the list. Light bulb situation. Now, what did you guys say that it was a bayonet one? Bayonet LED bulb. Okay, so I can just go get one of these from, like, it's just a pretty common bulb. You probably want 6W. Well, this is the one that came out of my grandma's old lamp. But I need it connected to everything else. It says 7 watts or 3000 K. I don't know. Hi, Flagoo. Have you seen the TikTok of the lady who had a boyfriend draw her so badly she had to break up with him? I have not seen that TikTok, but that sounds kind of funny. 3000 K is the color? Oh. I definitely don't want it to be as bright. Like, this is kind of, hold on. Oh, so it's this one. Oh, why does it come in a 2-pack? Can it just not come in a 1-pack? And why is it $174? Can it not come in a 1-pack? I know it's a smart bulb. It has to be a smart bulb. Hi, Slay. This isn't for me to buy now. It's just on my list of, I know it's Philips Hue, but, so basically, well, nothing in this room is, but, like, my lights in my house are Philips Hue, right? And if I want to turn on my grandma's lamp, that's half of my monthly salary. Well, I'm not going to fucking buy it. But I only want one, but why does it only come in a 2-pack? Do you know what I mean? Like, why does it only come in a 2-pack? Maybe it doesn't. There's a second page. A second page? Oh, it does. That's cool. And there's also a third page. I didn't know there were so many. It's $55 for one at JB Hi-Fi. Is it actually? Okay, hold on. JB $55. This is just, it's literally, okay, oh, that's not the colored one. Well, this one potentially doesn't need to be colored. It doesn't need to be colored, really. Sorry, I'm just making sure like my address doesn't like pop up or anything when I swap it. Yeah, it's half price. It's on sale. Oh, I don't even have Afterpay. I could put it on the credit card. I've found the white ones may not dim as well. Okay, so this is my problem. Okay, chat. Not that I'm claiming neurodivergence. I'm a very normal, neurotypical girly. But there is not a time in my life where you will ever find a light above my head put on. The other day when I was making my little thingy-my-bobby, my little book nook, my friend was like, this would be so much easier if we put the downlights on. And it hadn't even crossed my mind to put them on because I would never just put a downlight on. The only time I would put a downlight on is if I was cooking in the kitchen. If it's too bright, I don't want it. Now, I don't think it has to be colored because it goes in a pink lamp. Do you know what I mean? You know the lamp. I showed you the lamp. The lamp was the lamp that my grandma gave to me. That lamp. By the way, the only reason I'm doing this is because I'm staying here for another year. So some of the things that I've been like entirely putting off, I'll entirely attempt to fix because I'm living here for another year. And if I don't want to go fucking crazy living by myself, then there are certain like little things I have to fix. Oh, chat, who do I call to clean out an air conditioning filter, or do I attempt to do it myself? Or I could get white for 33. Okay, this is okay. We write down the cost of things, we put it into a budget, we prioritize the list, and then we see. You call your landlord, do it yourself. Shouldn't that be building maintenance? Yeah, I know, but calling landlords to do shit is just so exhausting. And it's bureaucratic and it's annoying and it just never gets done. Like, I know that they're supposed to do it, but it's just like so snooze and it's just so hard to get anything done. Take it out and wash it in a tub or with a hose. So I literally just have to get up there and take it out. Anyway, I need to put that on the list. Air conditioner. Unless it's a fibrous paper-like one. Where do they slip out of? It's a split system. It's definitely not ducted. You got very scammed by the rain. Is it in the ceiling? It's up on the wall. Like I'd have to get up on a chair. If all it needs is the filter, the front usually comes away and is housed behind it. No, it's on the wall. Hello, agent. Happy Monday. Welcome. If it's on the wall, just do it yourself. Okay. I feel like I can do this. I'm a doer these days. Not only am I a crafty girl, I'm a cooking girl. Who says I can't be a air conditioner fix-it girl too? You know? Hi, Crushed. My America brain is like, but if something happens, they'll sue you. What's wrong with the split? It's just got a smell. I know that the filter needs to clean. I can smell it. You know? So that. Also, chat, next thing, this light bulb. This is a Philips Hue. I need this bottom, but I need it to be one of the filament bulbs. But I was wondering, do the filament bulbs, you know, the filament bulbs that go round and round and they're like a circle and quite pretty and industrial to look at, do they come in color or do they only come in white and warm? Like, hold on, I'll show you. Yeah, the steampunk looking ones. This is an aesthetic thing. But that looks I can try and show you my problem. So I need something that looks like they come in exclusively yellow, but why? Why don't they come in color? Because they're designed to look like old-timey incandescent bulbs. Can you dim them? Warm to cool white. Are they dimmable? Yellow is the only color a filament will produce. That's a screw in too. This is basically what I need. But I didn't know if this was the only one that you can get. They're still a smart bulb, but only in the white shades. How warm can you make them? Like, how orange do you reckon you can make it? Prices are wild in Australia. Yeah, welcome to the Aussie dollar. It's fucked. $2,200 to, so is that quite warm? Because like, otherwise I have to think of something else to do. You know what? Let me unplug my lamp and I'll show you my problem so you can see the fix that I want to do in my apartment. So that you understand. This is the lamp. My mum gave it to me. All right? And like it's kind of a vibe. I'm not a huge fan of the marble, but I quite like the color of the stem. But if this goes in, it's fucking ugly. So I either figure out a way to make it a lamp, or figure out a way to put a different bulb in it. Get the steampunk looking one and live with it looking yellow. No, not that. That's ugly. No, I know this is going to sound insane, but it has to be Philips Hue. It has to connect to the rest of my apartment. One of the great privileges of my fucking life. By the way, I just do this over time. I'll just put like $5 away a week and we do it over time. Doesn't have to be done today. But one of the great privileges of my life is being able to turn all the lights off in my house at once via my phone. I don't like the privilege of not having to do the run and jump from the scary monsters that live in the dark into your bed is something I am unwilling to give up. I mean, I would. I understand this is a little, what's the word? High maintenance. Your best choice on Philips Hue is likely the G125. Okay. I was a very early adopter of the whole smart home thing. Soon got bored with it and went back to normal lighting. Don't need a smart home at all. Not even slightly. I love my little Google Mini, but I mainly just use it to ask the time, the weather, and music. And then the only other thing that I really like is not having to get out of bed to turn the lights off. Which one is the G125? Is it this one? Yeah. Alternatively, you can stick a random incandescent globe in there and use a hue switch to turn it on and off. Oh, as in like get a plug for the wall. Well, can you dim it then? Probably not. Wait, hold on. That link doesn't work. Oh, hold on. It didn't go all the way through. Hold on. Ah. So if I got like it does a real kind of like steampunk bulb exist? I wouldn't even know. I haven't looked. I definitely don't need a RoboVac. That's not necessary. This portion of the stream is brought to you by Philips. It's not even. Do you want to know why it's Philips? When I was living with Dad had the Philips Hue light bulbs, and he gave me one. And so then, because I had one, and I had his old bridge, honestly, you'd be like, the way life works out is occasionally someone's nice to you and gives you something, and then all of a sudden it's like, I'm in. Like, the biggest thing I ever swapped in my life was from iPhone to Android. That's the biggest jump I'd made. And I even tried to swap back to iPhone at one point, and that was a mistake. iPhones are so unintuitive. Posix, they haven't been going that long. You're not that late to my YouTube streams. You can get some very fancy looking filament bulbs and much cheaper than the Hues, but you don't get the dimming integration. See, because they're my bedroom lights, yeah, that's the one I showed. Oh, no, I can't use the B22. It's got to be a screw. But yes, I knew that was the one that you were talking about. Philips is one of the better ecosystems. I've tried a bunch, some with a bridge, some independent. So many are just crap. Yeah. Yep. It's also why I never really got around to like putting the nano leafs back up, because they're just more annoying than anything. Like, they work really well for some people, but I always had so many issues with the app. I'm sorry, is the electrical safety concern not important? No, it absolutely is, but I don't think it would be the case with these Philips Hue bulbs, Agent. Like, I don't think there would be a recall on the Philips Hue filament ones, unless there is. I mean, I'm talking about the actual lamp. You mean the lamp that my grandma gave me? I mean, it was bought from an antique shop and it seems to be functioning absolutely fine. It's definitely been in use. It's been in use for years. Is that the marble one? Oh no, this one. No, this is the one my mum gave me. Has this had a product recall? Really? Oh, I didn't know. Between these dates, 3315 to 5118. 3815. This one is 3815. 3815. Did this get recalled? Okay. That's wow. So batch codes from 3315 to 5118. Well, how do I send it back? Because this is 3815. Where do I go? What do I do? Do I get my mum a refund? What happens? It says take it to a Kmart. Go to any Kmart and they have to give you a refund. I don't have a receipt. Do I need a receipt? I'm about to get some money. Chat, we can buy new bedside lamps. We might not even have to deal with bulb problems. We could just get something that'll work with this bulb and maybe has like a shade. Well, fuck me, agent. That's just such fucking important information. And well, chat. Well, I suppose we're all right. We're lamp shopping. Now, chat, you can do this as we're doing this as a team. The theme is steampunk. I'm really glad I didn't die in an electrical fire. I have 2 bedside tables. Steampunk bedroom lamps. Agent, how much were these lamps? What's the refund that I'm getting? I don't even know. Probably not much. Fuck's sake. $20. Well, that doesn't give me much to work with, does it? Hi, caffeinated comrade. Yeah, I know, Professor Faffington. I just got the same thing. Maybe we Google pretty bedroom lamps. You could buy exactly 1 coffee for that. Stop it. I definitely don't want a lamp with a paper shade. Perfect. Okay. A quarter of a ticket to the movies. Oh no, chat, now I'm in crisis. Now, I was so prepared to just swap the bulb, and now I have not only learnt that I was at risk of an electrical fire, but I now have to make a decision and actually buy bedroom lamps. Brass lamp. How about taxidermy lamp? What about copper lamps? Ooh, okay, we're getting somewhere. Sorry, as an electrician, I like to make sure everyone is safe. Please don't apologize for telling me that that lamp was trying to kill me. I'm actually so grateful. And yes, it was a giant concern. I just didn't know. I oh, it's a DIY link. I don't want to make a lamp. It's asking a bit much. What about Art Deco style lamps? What does that look like? I could just go get the same thing, except it looks like this. Like we could do that with a filament bulb. That is ugly to me. No offense, Forlorn. That is not for me. Does anything about me give neutral? Glack, is it giving neutral? Holy fuck, there are some expensive lamps. Jeez Louise. Do people pay this much for lamps? Like that lamp is, this lamp, this is so cool, but it's $320. Look at it. But look how cool it is. See, like, chat. I love lamp. They do have the same lamp. It came up for sale. I don't like it that much. It was just gifted to me by my mum. Hi, Famis. People pay crazy money for lamps. I mean, that's why I felt so privileged when my grandma gave me that other lamp. Like, I love the other lamp so much. You could always make your own lamp. Wow. Pair of vintage copper lamps, $7,000 plus $500 delivery. That's outrageous. Oh my God, that's so cute. maybe we'd be able to find a cheaper version of this. I want this kind of lamps. I want this kind of lamps, but I'm probably gonna have to find a way to thrift them. I want that. Why is it a Tiffany? Is the Tiffany the brand or the type? Yeah, I'll go thrift them, but I need to know what I'm looking for. It's a type? Okay. So now what we do. Oh, yes. See, even that's pretty good. Like, that's only 119. I still don't want to pay that much, but look, see, even that. Oh, I definitely want this style. I want this stained glass vibe. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me just Google Tiffany lamp. Okay, right. I didn't know that this was a word. Oh my God, so many to choose from. Oh my God, I must have it. I must have it, chat. I must have it. I must have them. I must have them. I must. This is capitalism. Look at it. It's $150, which is obviously ridiculous, but look at it. When you find your soul lamp. But, I mean, we could have just a little browse. Oh my God, just a little seahorse Tiffany table lamp. I should go thrifting. Surely I can find something thrifting. Oh! It's like my big lamp, but it's a little lamp. This is what happens when you sign your lease and you're like, well, fuck. I have to live here again. Oh, this is quite cute too. Camellia style LED light stained glass bridge arm Tiffany table lamp. I'm not sure about chat. How do we feel about the light coming out of the vagina of a dancer? How do we feel about that? Huh? Good? Is it symbolic? Well, it could be. Look at it. Okay, at least I know what I want. I'm just going to write it down because I have the memory of a sieve. Okay, the light bulb situation is no longer a light bulb situation other than that one. So now we have to return killer lamps, buy nice Tiffany lamps that don't want to murder you. Okay. The 16 blue one. Chat. I like this one. Or these ones. I could live with this one, but the flower is giving a little bit too long. I don't want a long flower. But I also don't mind like this. This is kind of a vibe too. By the way, not everything in my house is this vibe, but over the years, over the next 10 years, my entire existence will be steampunk, dark academia, clutter. And I will be happy and homey. I am the anti-size queen. I don't want a big lamp. I want it to be pretty. Goth era is coming back. I'm not goth. I don't know. No, I don't think it's goth. It's not goth. It's I don't know, it doesn't feel goth. Because it's not, I don't want everything to be black. Like, if I know a goth, my friend Mia is a goth. Everything is black or white or gothic in tone. Mine is not, like, I don't have gothic tone. I have clutter steampunk book green tone. You just want your house to look like a Hogwarts teacher's office, right? No, I want it to look like, one, I've read more books than you, even though probably not true. And that I have a personality, which I don't. Woman who lives in the forest and collects bottles. Yeah, something like that. And I don't really like chat things in my house match, but then they also don't. It's kind of like intentional clash matching. And yeah, I've got another year to make my space a little bit more homey, and I love a little project, Also, I've realized I had this thought today. Who was I talking to? I had this thought today where, because I was in pain for so long, and I've only been off pain meds for like 9 months, this is the first time I've ever been an adult, really, not in significant amounts of pain, and with the opportunity to do stuff. Like, it's on special. Yeah, I know. I still can't afford it, though. I can't pay $160 for a lamp. Because I'd want 2. I'm going to go thrifting. Like, I want it, but I wouldn't even buy it now because I should spend that $150 on something else. 12 months to turn your apartment into the Finch home. Something like that. You just write things down, and then you don't do it straight away, and then you have little things to look forward to. We'll like go thrifting in Turak or something. The agent, no, thank you for telling me that lamp was recalled. I'm really grateful. I hope you have a nice week. honestly still think even if I go to an antique store, it's probably going to cost a lot, would be my guess. I don't think it's one of those things that you pick up very easily. Hi, Barbie. We're talking about your dream house. Hi, Gay Elephant. No, we just found out that this lamp that my mother gave me that I was trying to rebulb got recalled. So I need new lamps. And we were just talking about style, and this is kind of like this is kind of the vibe. This is my vibe. I like it a lot. It brings me joy. Antique stores know what they have, thrift stores do not. True. Does it spark joy or does it spark house fires? See? The vibe is Pizza Hut. Imagine that is my vibe. Maybe it is my vibe. Don't judge. Don't you dare judge me. Or do. I really don't care. Judge away. That's why I always get hungry watching your streams. Wait, why do you get hungry watching my streams? Because I give Pizza Hut? Stop it. I don't give Pizza Hut. Pixel is way more La Porchetta coded. Man, I do so much for you guys, and you treat me like this. I let you in. I let you into my lamp debacle. And that's what I get. You guys telling me I'm La Porchetta coded. Pix is giving good breadsticks. What does that even mean?
Boy!
It's giving give her $5.
It's better than calling me La Porchetta coded. If I had to code myself as a food, I would say that I give apple Danish. I do not give stroganoff. That is cute. But that's more of a desk lamp. I need a bedside table lamp. I need the lamp that's giving, wow, Queen, you're reading fairy porn in your little oasis. All right? That's the lamp I need. Also, Men in the Tree, thank you for the $5. Clearly not many men in the tree. The rest of the men are at Pizza Hut. If you coded yourself, you'd be a pink lady apple, but the world don't work that way. Do I give apple, do I? Do you know what I did this morning, chat? I squeezed myself fresh orange juice. And it's one of my favorite things to do, actually. And I had a hot cross bun Joanne Tiffany will ship to a P.O. box. It's okay. I'm not going to make you guys technically buy things for me. Maybe I should. You forgot about hot cross buns? How could you forget about hot cross buns? Look, chat. I vajazzled a little bit of my book, and now I'm going to do that bit, and then I'm going to do those dots. Not to alarm anyone. Just in case you were wondering what was going on, I'm busy back to vajazzling. You cannot put those there? I've had it done before. You can. I mean, I won't put these ones there. I'm not doing it again. But it is possible. You just have to Google it, my friend. Just because you haven't experienced it. Just because you didn't know it existed. I did. I knew it existed. Maybe your Google doesn't know what it needs, Tiny. Maybe your Google needs some help. Yeah, slightly more reasonable, and they do come in different colors. Chat, I don't mind this, but this would be double the bulbs. I do quite like these ones though. Maybe in the pink? Only 109. There's a fly in here. How did you get in here? It's so big. That is giving fairy porn? It is, isn't it? Which color would you do? I don't want green. Maybe that one? Maybe the purple red vibes? Oh my God, look how many there are to choose from. Oh my God, this one's only 109 too. Oh, but it's got a sad girl on it. Imagine one day I finally have someone over and they're like, why is your lamp a sad woman? And I'm like, well, let me tell you. But like, that's quite cute too. It was on special. It was on special. What do you want from me? I cannot be held accountable. Okay? I'm just a girl. I just vajazzle. Here, I'll show you so you can see what I'm doing. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Well, you can't really see. You can't. There's a lot going on here. Just put my headset on instead. Sad and nippy lamp is not giving fairy porn. No, but the flower one was, right? Why must you betray me by not going the right way? I don't know. Chat, what do you ever think about, like, cheap, relatively exciting? Like, do you guys... Okay, so here's the thing. When I have rented in the past, I've literally never bothered making my apartment homey or anything because it feels so temporary. Do you guys feel like that? No, I only rented for about 6 weeks. And then you were able to buy a house? I want to put a water feature on the balcony. Oh, that'd be cool. I never used to put any effort into my living arrangement because why fucking bother, you know? But then I realized that nothing is permanent, and putting effort into your living arrangement, while it can seem like a fruitless waste of time, it's actually not. And I would highly recommend it. And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money or anything. But I think it's good. Nope, but can't compare. Basically, you can't be evicted. That's pretty cool. So you've always just been able to fuck, that fly is huge. It looks like a spider. Oh, it flew off. God, I hope it dies. You're going to buy a butt plug lamp? That's cute. Australian bugs aren't that scary. It's not as bad as you think. Pixel. She just tried to kill it. Oh my God, I love you. You're such a good dog. You let those predator instincts kick in, my queen. No, it flew away. It's up here now. Pixel. Pixel. It's there. No, it's not behind there anymore. Oh, God, she's daft. Must say, really enjoying my vajazzling era though. Like, it's a good time. Weren't poodles some sort of retrieving dog for hunting? Yeah, poodles are water retrievers. So they'd go swimming in the ponds and they would get the ducks after they'd been shot. That's why I occasionally play like little... Has Pixel been swimming before? Pixel loves swimming. I took Pixel swimming at the beach yesterday. Fuck, days go fast. I literally took Pixel to the beach yesterday and she went swimming. She's a really good swimmer. Actually, like surprisingly so. Oh, I want to play Red Dead Redemption 2. It's on my list. She could barely surprise herself. The fuck? You're like having a conversation with yourself. Do I even know who you are? You followed 5 minutes ago. Is your PC build still dead in the water? Kind of. For now it is a little. Hopefully something gets going or I just find something else to buy before the end of the financial year. Maybe. Oh no, what happened to your PC? Lots of miscommunication that resulted in more miscommunication. Apologize for being aggravated. Yeah, I don't care. Take a 24-hour ban. It's really immersive. Yeah, I love it. Like it gives Witcher 3, you know, and I loved Witcher 3. So I mean, honestly, my PC keeps kicking on. It kicks on and it kicks on. It's been a pretty good PC. Like when you think about it, it's lasted a very long time. Hi, Acid. Um, I'm staying. They upped my rent by $80 a week. Yeah. I mean, it was kind of predictable. That seems way above inflation. Have you seen the Australian housing market? I don't think you understand how fucked the housing crisis is here. What they did. Yeah. Is it in line? Yep, they sent me a whole report broadside with apartments around me for similar prices. It just feels like a scam that everyone's in on. Don't you reckon? Like it really does feel like a scam that everybody just agreed on, and it was like, yeah, it's just shit. But what are you gonna do? Like, I talked to my dad, because I was like, oh, should I just move or whatever? And Dad said, look at it like this. Look at Pixel being a predator. You get that fly, Pixel. It's an extra $4,000 over a year. It'd cost me about $1,000 to move. And between the stress, it's like, well, do you find the extra $3,000 or do you move somewhere? You might not even get a place that you feel as safe in. You might not get a place where you're as comfortable. You know? So it's kind of just, it is what it is, you know? Chat, what color should I do the notes bit out of the colors that I have left? Pink. It should definitely be pink. Do I have enough pink? I feel like it'll be close. Hope your pops is healing swiftly. I called my dad today. He seems to be doing quite well. He is watching season 8 of House. Hi, PNW. He's watching season 8 of House. Eating well.
Boy!
Haven't got much in this economy TM, but chips in these trying times?
Only if you lie to me as well.
This is a full-blown house deposit, so...
Good evening, all.
Fiery, 27 months. Thank you so much. How you doing? Last time I was looking for a place in Brisbane, there was this one share house that was renting a room the size of a cupboard for around $350 a week. The fuck? That's insane. Maybe I'll just do the little O, the little dot in the O. There you go, chat. It's for Jazzle, my little notebook now. Wasn't that fun? Can't believe my lamp got recalled. That's wild. No, it was a Kmart lamp, and yes, it's a fire hazard.
We're bringing down the bourgeoisie, woo.
Stupid rent stuff round, feel your pain. We have to move in a couple months because of our landlord wanting to sell. Here is some condolence money, feels strong man.
Acid, you're getting fucked over too? I'm so sorry. The wanting to sell is the worst part. So I obviously went through that process as well, but I don't think they could sell it. Acid, that's very generous. I can't believe you have to move again. That's so fucked. Do you know where you're going to go? You're going to stay in that same area? Second time in less than a year? Oh my God. Do you know the only thing that makes me feel at least you have each other? But that's fucked. That is fucked. Boomers wonder why we spend money on superficial things instead of investing or something, but it's the only, we have money for that. I have air fryer money, not stocks money. It just feels, Chat, I just want to tell you, if you ever don't know how someone got ahead in their life, it's generational money. It's inheritance. And it seems to happen to a lot more people than you think. And it can make you feel really shitty if you don't have it, because, you know, all of a sudden people have house deposits out of nowhere and you're like, yeah, like,
This is a full-blown house deposit, so
44 months of free willingly giving you money on the internet. Do you have a new place to go to now?
Peanuts, I'm staying here. They upped my rent $80 a week. So thanks for the subscription. I can find it though. I'm just not going to get my hair done. And, you know, I'll get my hair done less often. You know, you can make things work. Also, chat, I'm not going to lie. I saved some money, but then I made some potentially dumb decisions with that money. All will become clear in time. Yep. NFTs, that's what it was. It's true, I invested in NFTs. You booked another tattoo? No. Did you invest in the stock market? No. Got crypto-owned? No. All will become clear in time. By dumb decision, I mean it's also probably like a good decision, but in a society in which you're supposed to save for a house deposit, it's not, because I'm never going to be able to save. I mean, I should be able to, but like I just pay too much rent. Bought a boy toy. I did. I bought a boyfriend. That's what I did. I bought a boyfriend. My cousin and I chatted at his dad's funeral last month about us both having chosen to be poor by not being assholes. I don't know. Sometimes I think I am a little too generous. I don't know. You know, I've always been around generous people. And so I don't know, I value that. I don't know. I value that. Like, yeah, I don't know. She's been holding some rare Neopets for years. It's true, I'm selling my rare Neopets. New to the stream, but I'm making a video and was wondering if you'd be down to do a quick reaction. No, I would not be. Sorry. If you were part of the community, or like I knew who you were, but no.
No more gaming. No more porn. No, we're going to go back and learn how to dance.
Here's something to invest securely in NFTs and Crypto Island and use the returns for rent.
Who did that? You fucking shit. Fuck. Who did that? I'm investing in Dogecoin. I mean, you might not feel too bad about my dumb decision when you find out what it was. There's a chance you might get a stream or two. Perhaps. Nah, we're judging you already regardless. I did. I bought a boat. US TwitchCon? No. I judge you. I keep meticulous records. You bought an AFL team. I did. I bought an AFL team. Also, who the fuck did that? Thank you for the $320 fucking dollars. Do you know how many more vajazzles I can buy with $320? So many. I'll be able to vajazzle everything. You missed that, Gay Elephant. I did the Daphne cosplay stream. Lamp money? It could be lamp money. Look, chat, when I was really mentally ill, I don't want to dob on myself. I don't want to dob on myself.
Fire1 gifted a tier 1 sub to Throne. They have given 108 gift subs in the channel.
I don't want to dob on myself. I'm not ready. I don't think I'm ready to dob on myself. You didn't get a piercing, did you? I've got all the piercings already. Well, not all of them, but I have many piercings already. Touring the Northern 500. I don't even know what the Northern 500 is. Connecting the arm tattoos. No, I can't. Am I actually going to say? This is too much suspense. I don't know. It was just such a dumb decision. but I'm sticking with it even though it was a dumb decision. What did you do? Well, so, I was I was sad and going through a lot. I can't even say it out loud. No, you're gonna judge me so bad. And I was okay. Look, I just need to set the picture for you. I was just 5 kilos of sweets. Yeah, I was just sitting on my mum's couch. And I had spoken to so I'll tell you if we hit the sub goal. I can't even. Futurist, what is that emote? I uh so well I I just well I did something. It's a onesie, isn't it? I bought a onesie. I did something bad. I did do something bad. They say I did something bad. But why did it feel so good? And why is it gonna feel so good? Cause I did do something bad. And it's rather relevant that you say that, Blue. Because I may or may not have bought myself one more ticket to Taylor Swift. Oops. Oopsie daisies. In Paris. But then I was like, well, I can't just go to Paris. And so I booked Scotland. I'm going to go see castles. I'm going to go see castles. like I have wanted to for many, 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 many years. You're going to travel the world? Chat, I'm gone like 10 days. I'm dumb. But I can't afford to go for any longer. Not even close. And I've almost cancelled a bunch of times, but I'm not going to. But maybe some castle live streams if there is reception. But yeah. It's kind of it's dumb. It's a bit dumb, but slideshow stream when you're back. Oh, there'd definitely be lots of like Instagram videos and shit like that for sure. I'm covering those days. I have access to Restream now, so I'm going live every day with a wig and tattoo stickers. Perfect. How is it supposed to be dumb? Well, there's many reasons it's dumb.
It's a full-blown house deposit. So
Doodle.
Doodle wow.
But yeah. So I've got like a 3-day castle tour. And then some I don't know, some stuff. And now I have 1,000 bits as well. Oh my god, though. Okay, so Blue, I am going to Taylor Swift's show after her break. It will be the first show since the release of the Tortured Poets department. Yeah. 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 It's in May. Yeah. So post Eras to a new show? Yes. Yeah, it's my birthday. It's to be honest, it was mental illness. But what's the line between that and who you are anyway? So, you know. Now, when does the bad news start? I don't know. Like, I know it's not bad news. I just feel silly. I feel a little bit silly. But I always do this. I can never be purely excited about anything because at the same time, I just feel like I'm doing something wrong. I'm not very good at experiencing guilt-free happiness. Flights weren't too bad. Flights weren't too bad at all. It was under $2,000. And I have points because I got a credit card. So not too bad. I'm flying into Paris and out of London. So, what have you done? Only 10K each way for business class? That's the plan. I'm actually going business class. Oh. To be honest, it was mental illness. To be honest, it was mental illness. To be honest, it was mental illness. Sorry. If you think about it's the concert of our time for your fave artist at her absolute peak, I don't know any person in the 90s who regrets a Michael Jackson gig or something. True. 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 It was so funny, chat, when I did it. I was just sitting on the couch speaking to my mum. And I was like, Mum, I just booked flights to Europe. And she just looked at me. I was just sitting on a couch on my laptop. The castles I'm really excited about. I think I'm going to do an Outlander day trip as well because I'm a loser. But yeah, I think I'm going to do like an Outlander day trip. I really want to try and get out to the Outer Hebrides. I don't know how you say it. I mean, actually, if you think about it, Excalibur, it's actually work-related research. Just in case you didn't know, castle analysis is a big part of future planning for my career. Anyway, look, it probably makes sense to you guys a little bit, but like I did that and then I was so sick for 2 months, so I basically stopped working, and obviously that was not good, but I also didn't really have a choice. But that doesn't help. And then like with my insecure housing, I do wish I could be more relaxed about everything.
Exploring Scottish castles might tickle the fancy of history buffs, but it's hardly the stuff of revolution, more like a stroll through feudal nostalgia, where the echoes of the past don't quite stir the pot of present change. On the flip side, munching on stroganoff from a bejazzled bowl, while cozied up in bed, is an act of delicious defiance. It's the culinary equivalent of thumbing your nose at convention, blending the luxury of bed-based dining with the kitsch of bejazzlement.
You know, if we haven't seen Kate by then, I will go looking for her as well. I'll be a private investigator. I'll use my super secret spy uniform. I'll take a trench coat. Right? I'll take a trench coat and I'll be on the lookout. I'll get it done. People have convinced themselves there's something happening with that today. I thought you were a reformed spy. Doesn't mean I can't bring it out in times of deep need. I hear there might be a single prince open for the taking. Chat, imagine I marry into the royal family. Never happening. That it's not. There's more chance of me being kidnapped by fucking leprechauns than there is of me marrying into the royal family. There is more chance of me seeing the Loch Ness monster than there is of me marrying in to the royal family.
Ex-wowing Scottish casts might tickle the fancy of history buffs, but I was hoard with the stuff of revolution, the wikest wow uthwap feudal nostalgia, woo the echoes of the past down quite style the pot of pleasant change.
Oh dear.
On the flip side, munching own stroganoff wimavy jazz bow, we way cozied up in bed, I was an act of Jewishish defiance. I was the Quinawi equivalent of thumbing you unos at convention.
I don't do uwu anymore as I am a lady of... I'm soon to be a lady of castle. Do you know I should go... I do actually have a piece of land in Scotland, the scam land. Someone bought it for me once. Maybe I should go visit my little plot of land. Maybe I should do that. I'll get the coordinates and I'll walk out to the land, the only little bit of land that I own, because I am a lady. You should defo visit your land. Chat, can I get lady, since I'm now a lady, can I get lady put on my, should I put lady something? When I'm traveling around Britain, should I call myself Lady Pixel Smixel? Will that make people respect me? Carry a sign that says, we'll marry for a castle. Especially as you'd be in the wrong country for leprechauns. It's true. I would be. That was the point. Go all out and say Baroness. No, they'll assume you're a rich tit. It's not helpful. Yes, I know it's a scam, Zach. Yes, it's definitely a scam. Oh, of the Melbourne Smixels. Yes, of the Melbourne Smixels. Yes. Where I do live in the Melbourne of Melbourne. Chat, I can't stop thinking about those lamps. Also, I can't stop thinking about how I might have died alone in a fire, in an electrical fire. I do know you don't put water on an electrical fire. And luckily, can you put a blanket on an electrical fire? Is that what I should have done? A fire blanket on an electrical fire? Is that correct? Or sand. Well, I don't have any sand, do I? Baking soda. Dry powder is best, but fire blanket can be okay. I missed the start of the lamp saga. Was there an actual fire? No. No, there wasn't an actual fire, but it turns out the 2 lamps that my mother gave me are part of a recall because they're a fire hazard. So now I'm lampless, but we've been looking at lamps and we came across this lamp, which I think is the vibe. For the bedroom at some point. It's a vibe. You don't have to get it. You don't have to get my vibe. You don't have to
This is a
understand.
full-blown house deposit. So
Grandma lamp.
Chat, do you really not get my vibe? And thanks for the 44 months. But do you not get my vibe? It's pretty, but do you get it? I would have gone with the butterfly one, but that's just me. The other one that is very nice is we have this as an option. It's giving fairy. It's giving Reed's fairy porn. What is there to get? Old random stuff put together in an effort to avoid minimalism. Not so loud. Just because, you know, that's said like someone who's had access to some meaning. You should be quiet. You should be a quiet dinosaur. You should. I mean, minimalism has been abused in recent years. Minimalism is stupid. Some people like it. Some people need to be clutter-free. I get it. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be fucking me. Couldn't be me. Anyway, that's the conversation you missed. And then I was saying basically how I used to live in a whole bunch of rented places, but I never really made them my own because it felt like a waste of time and resources. But it's not. You can, even if something is only temporary, you can take pride in it and you can nest. You deserve to nest. I deserve to nest. We all deserve to nest. We all deserve comfort no matter how long it lasts. And, you know, it doesn't always last that long. That fly is so big. Actually, chat, to be real, I haven't been mentally ill enough for a nesting stream in a while. I can't believe I needed so many. Things do pass, don't they? You just don't know how long your personal stability is ever going to last. Do you? What personal stability? I'm talking more like mentally. Like even today, my mum said to me, it seems like Pixel's doing better. She's not really. She's still coughing and not great, but I'm far more relaxed about it. And I'm relaxed about where we're at. And I'm relaxed about the quality of life that I give her. So it makes it seem like she's better. This realization is currently paralyzing me. How so? Pixel is 8 years old. Blue, I would be. Absolutely. Also, my VODs are on YouTube now. So if you want to have a look on YouTube, some of my songs they'll stay up for a couple of weeks until I start deleting past VODs. But if you do want to watch VODs, they are up on my YouTube channel now, even the singing. Everything passes, doesn't always get better. Sometimes it just gets older. I mean, I definitely just get older. Why do you delete your passwords from YouTube? I'm embarrassed of who I am as a person. I'm scared to do anything even remotely risky because there's zero stability anywhere. Yeah. But that's what we do to ourselves. Like and it's the limit that we put on ourselves as well. It's why I feel silly not even going away for very long, but it's why I feel silly doing something like that.
Full-blown house deposit.
Please.
So...
Thank you for the 34 months. I'm so grateful. But that I owe you a dance. I just realized. But it's why I feel so silly. Because there will be no stability for me. But at the same time, do you just sit and do nothing? Or do you say, fuck it? You know? And I realized that most of my life I've never been the fuck it kind of person. And look, partially, partially it's because I was in pain for so long and doing nothing was the only thing that I could do because I didn't have any energy to do anything beyond that. And so part of me is still learning that I am allowed to say fuck it a little bit sometimes. I guess whenever I've tried to be the fuck it person, it always comes back to bite me in the ass. I mean, it could happen to me too. Like, you know, my stream absolutely could have fucking died from me having, you know, the time off that I did. It still might. It might die today. It might die today. You're like, she bought a Taylor Swift ticket. How can we support this stupid fucking cringe progressive? You know? You never know. But it also is kind of like, oh, my stream would definitely die if I played Dota. Paul, my stream would die in the ass if I became a Dota streamer again. Hey, no, good for you though, Blue. It's okay to fail. I fail all the time. Failing is fine and normal and good, actually. Sometimes you just have to screw shit up. I never think of you as a cringe progressive, only a cringe millennial. Oh my God. I do this hard. Does it not give zoomer? Excuse me, that's not correct. Stream can take about 1 month of Dota every 12 months currently. I'm done with mentally in being unwell. I'm actually healed. And I no longer have to do that. I'm actually healed. Actually. Did you get it? It's there. Pixel. She can't relax because of the fly. She keeps trying to like eat it. Like she legitimately can't relax. I feel bad. I have a plan. Oh no, I don't have any of these batteries. I do not have a plan. Oh, I could take the batteries out of my remote. Did you get it? You didn't get it. It's here, Pixel. You didn't get it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to do this. Oh, fuck. These are triple A's. I'm pretty sure I need double A's. I need double A's. Chat, what would have double A batteries in it? You have any ideas? Your mouse? No, I have a plugged in mouse. A torch. Small electronics. A pack of batteries. I don't have any small electronics. I just feel bad because my poor dog can't relax. A massage device? I don't have a massage device. I'm a woman of God. Miss Shivan. Don't ask questions. Although I did hear somebody refer to doing it Amish style, and I pissed myself for a good few hours because I thought that was very funny. Because it's electricity free. Anyway, not the point. Maybe use the swatter manually. It's just there on the wall. I have fly spray, but it's so toxic. Like, it's literally just there on the wall. Do I go for the fly spray? Honestly, at this point, I feel like I should. But then what if Pixel eats it and it's got fly spray on it? Let it be, let it be, let the fly be, let it be. Let the fly be a fly. Let it be. I could do the tea towel method. I could. This is violent though, and I'm not very good at it. This is going to scare the shit out of Pixel too. Where'd it go? Land. Fight. No, don't land. Oh my god. I'm not an archer. It lives. It lives. It lives. I did hit it, but it lives. And now Pixel's scared. I don't know where it went. Oh, over here. Yeah, run for your life. Now it's behind my computer. I can't get it there. Tasty, that's really mean. What's the point of having an online community if they don't help you swat a fly? There it is. Well, it's out of the room now. It flew away. I could shut the door, Pixel, and we'll be safe. You can live out there. There we go, it's gone. We'll be safe now. We'll be safe. You'll be out, you can relax. It's not in here. Like, she is stressed about it. She's looking for it. It's gone. Pixel? It's gone. It can't get back in. If only you had a massager. True. At your MMR, you need a quelling blade. It's funny because it's true. What about a jar full of a shallow amount of vinegar for it to drown in? Pixel, she got all the way in there. It's okay, it's gone. It flew out. It flew out. She's so stressed. You don't need to be stressed. It's okay. Louis, I hate you so much. So deeply, so viscerally filled with hatred. This will teach you to have more cordless implements of an adult nature around. I just can't believe my remote didn't have AA batteries. Why does my remote have AAA? Not AA. Like, that's weird, right? Because that's been the norm for the last 10 years. Oh my God, she's still looking for it. She's such a hunter. My dog is literally lapping. You might see her pop out just there. Baby, that's... I was going to cover the news before I got distracted by the fly. Sorry, everybody. With the door closed, it's too hot in here. I feel like I can't breathe. I'm feeling claustrophobic. I just want to know if Kate's being reincarnated as Trisha's second child. Maybe it's Prince Charles. Wouldn't that be scary? Sorry, I have to open that. Because otherwise I feel like I'm dying. Chat, I only got through half of the life admin thoughts that I needed to get through. Why didn't you help me more? There was so many more I had to get through. And now I've forgotten them. And now they're lost forever. I'm going to need you to work harder. You're joking me. We were distracted by the fly. If only you had a diary. Yeah, just because it's a treat and apparently everybody misses it.
106.9 Cult FM. Breaking news.
Coles pay offer labelled insulting as staff say they can't afford to shop at own workplace. One worker says she feels disrespected by proposed agreement, which includes in-store gift cards if staff vote to accept. Come on, peasants, agree to the deal and we'll give you a gift card. Some Coles workers say an offer from the supermarket giant of in-store gift cards if they vote to accept a new enterprise agreement is insulting, and the agreement doesn't give them a meaningful pay rise despite the company's increased profits. One employee said she felt disrespected by the offer, which comes at a time when some staff say they're skipping meals and shopping at other supermarkets because they can't afford food from their own workplace. A level 1 Coles worker would earn $25.27 an hour, just 54 cents above the award base rate. The agreement also includes an offer of a Coles gift card to the value of $600. You want a $600 gift card? Because I definitely do, but this is bullshit. Futurist, I have a video on why that's kind of racist on my YouTube channel that you should go watch. But yes, absurdly high immigration is part of the problem, but it was done to fix another problem. It's more complicated than that. Chat, it's so fucked, right? Because everybody's like, solve all your problems, become a high income earner. When the reality is, we're not all going to be high income earners. We're just not. There are always going to be people who, like, do not earn high incomes. And those people should be able to afford housing and food and healthcare and, like, some skerrick of, like, meaning or joy. Everybody thinks the answer to everything is make more money, become more entrenched in the system. And it's just such a band-aid. I mean, I did choose not to be poor today, so it is actually possible. So, yeah. Don't know what to tell you. You get less than 25, 27 an hour? That's fucked. It doesn't seem to get any better, does it, Professor Fappington? I think people, as soon as people, I understand the drive as well. I understand what happens because as soon as you experience a little bit of safety, you want to hold on to it, no matter really what it looks like in your life. What's an example that I can give that isn't a house? For example, me getting a new rental agreement. You know? Cool. Now at the start here, I feel like I have 12 more months of relative safety if I can afford the rent. Which, fingers crossed for me, everybody. But like, it feels like relative safety, or at least one of the only options that is open to me for safety. Only 12 months. We don't really get much longer than 12 months on rental agreements here in Australia very often. Yeah, it's not a thing we get. And then you have this. America's fentanyl epidemic. Which, I mean, no one's fucking shocked. Like, that's so scary that everything's being laced with this. Yeah, no one will lock in a low rate. Man, Poor old West Virginia. Jesus fuck. Fentanyl overdose deaths. West Virginia. 75. I'm pretty sure it's heroin that's often laced with fentanyl, right? This is the problem. Everything is being kind of cut with fentanyl. But that's a lot of overdoses per state. Holy moly.
I love people who roll on in and realize very quickly how wonderful I am.
Thanks for the raid, political person, guy. I just don't think they care. Much more could be done. Methadone is still impossible for many people to access, especially in rural areas. The state of Wyoming, for example, has no treatment providers. It's so potent, chat. Fentanyl is so potent that people overdose on it so easily because they're so used to taking more of whatever specific drug that it's laced with. Yeah, it's US data. So they're so used to taking more of the particular drug. That's why fentanyl overdoses happen, because everything is just laced with it. Like I mean, I wouldn't anyway, but I would not touch any sort of powdered drug in America unless somehow you'd be able to test it. And the only opioids you should really be touching are prescribed ones, and even then, actually, I haven't told this story in a while. When I first got diagnosed with my jaw thing, I was prescribed opioids while they were figuring out what to do, and they are the only thing that has ever entirely fucked me up, in the way that when you take an opioid, all your pain goes away. It is one of those miracle drugs. It is incredible. It takes away all your pain. When the opioids wear off and your pain does come back, it is life ruining. Try, thank you for gifting political person
Triagang
guy.
gifted a tier 1 sub to political person guy. They have given 2,264 gift subs in the channel.
Yeah, you can't really see. You're like, holy fuck. Whereas then the nerve blockers I got put on never really took all the pain away.
Triagang gifted a tier 1 sub to non-binary _.
Thank
They
you,
have given
Tria.
2,265 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you very much for the gifted sub. They don't take all the pain away, but they numb it enough that you can function. We should never get rid of opioids. They are an incredible drug. One of the things that I learned about opioids, it's nearly impossible to recover from like a broken leg or something without opioids, because a lot of the rehabilitation that you have to do is so painful that without opioids, you can't do the rehab that you're required to do. So we're never fully banning opioids because they are so required in a medical context. They're incredible drugs. The problem is the abuse and overconsumption of opioids and reliance. And some people do have to rely on opioids, but would you legalize all drugs if I was in charge? Maybe not all. Maybe not all, but I wouldn't like send people to prison for all, like, do you know what I mean? I would definitely decriminalize. And I would have restrictions on drugs still, I think, if I was queen of the universe. You do. Clint, it's the same. I was on these anti-inflammatories and they fucked my kidneys so bad. No, they're very careful with the overprescription of fentanyl here. Decriminalize use of recreational drugs is important. I agree. But like I would probably still have like restrictions on drugs like DMT, fentanyl, that kind of thing. Not in the way where they are entirely inaccessible, but I don't think they should be sold at everything to whoever wants them, you know? Oh, thanks. That's right. Vote for me, chat. Queen of the universe. Don't use drugs. It will destroy your life. Not always. Hey, Wolf's Rain. How you doing? Not always. I have taken drugs. Like, I'm not going to lie, chat. I've smoked weed. There has been a drug or two enter my body. I'm not even really, like, I don't think that I'm not ashamed. I love it. Yes, capital D calling me. Come on. You're so shocked that I, a clear woman of God, have ever touched a drug. Can you believe it? Can you? Definitely Narcan for everybody who uses them, but I don't think we should decriminalize all drugs. I don't think DMT or fentanyl should be easily accessible because just look at the overdoses that happen. I mean, it should be more regulated in some ways as well. This is how you beat the cop allegations. You touched a drug once and you're still alive. DMT is like a wild psychedelic. I have never done it. But like some people say that they've done DMT, lived a whole lifetime before coming out of the high. I will never touch heroin. Not for me. Honestly, I probably won't ever smoke weed again either. I have. It's great. It's a vibe. But I don't like it. Really. Yeah, I don't like it. I stopped drinking and drugs altogether. My anger issues would just creep up. Well, I have stopped drinking for a while now. I mean, I had drinks at the wedding, but you'll notice that I have not been drinking at home or alone or by myself, mainly because I was trying to get my brain back on track. But I've used it for a long time to cope with my pain. So, DMT, it's not dangerous. I just think it can be pretty life altering for people. Like it's a strong drug. You had a bad trip smoking weed? I I feel like you don't really trip on weed. Yeah, lots of people smoke weed for a very long time and it's fine for them. A lot of people it ruins like it's look for some people weed makes you really paranoid. Some people get leftover anxiety. I'm not anti-drug, by the way, at all. Like at all. I just think you need to be careful. If you have an addictive personality, I don't think you should touch shit. Like if you're someone who can't stop yourself from doing something when you need to, you should not touch anything. Like it's just not for you. I think it's immoral to ask people to abstain from drugs and ask them to live in the world we live in. I agree. I just think like your choices are your choices, but if you have an addictive personality or a history of drug or alcohol abuse, you should be very careful. And it's not so much the drugs.
This is a full-blown house deposit. So
Hey,
Viasla.
feed me. 13 months of free willingly giving me your money on the internet. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. It's not usually the drugs. It's the decisions that are made around the drugs that are really bad for people. So it's what you'll do to be able to get them. It's the way you'll treat people around you when you're on them. Like, if something makes you angry or mean, it's not great. It's easier than people think to fall into addictions. Yeah, it really is. And you really have to check yourself. I agree, Louis. My brother went kind of crazy after doing ketamine. I agree, it's not for everyone. If you've got a history of schizophrenia in your family, I would not touch any psychedelics. My most enjoyable drug experience has been MD. In a video game. I have a TED Talk on this if we wanted to watch it. What's the TED Talk? We might have already watched it. We went through a huge TED Talk phase back in the day. You can link it though, Louis. Yeah, I saw that on TikTok too, Strawman. Vox MDMA. What does it stand for? I don't even know.
they can call on in a crisis. That
Yeah, we've already watched it. Louis, do you want to know how I know? Because look, this is where it opened. Oh, did you link it at this point? Oh, you linked it at this point.
One of my earliest memories is of trying to wake up one of my relatives and not being able to.
Yeah, we watched this.
And I was just a little kid, so I didn't really understand why. But as I got older, I realized we had drug addiction in my family, including later cocaine addiction. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, partly because it's now
the hangover from MDMA is what makes it addictive. You feel like shit for 2 days after. What? You mean not addictive? Yeah. As with all drugs, there are come downs. Like people say that, like with like cocaine and stuff, there is no come down. They're lying. Oh, that book, Tasty. This guy wrote that book. It's a good book.
Exactly 100 years since drugs were first banned in the United States and Britain, and we then imposed that on the rest of the world. It's a century since we made this really fateful decision to take addicts and punish them and make them suffer because we believed that would deter them. It would give them an incentive to stop. And a few years ago, I was looking at some of the addicts in my life who I love, and
yeah, punishment doesn't really actually work psychologically in a lot of cases.
Trying to figure out if there was some way to help them. And I realized there were loads of incredibly basic questions I just didn't know the answer to. Like, what really causes addiction? Why
we can alter our own baseline through the way that you perceive your life. You can attempt to alter your own baseline, but you don't need a drug. Yes, MDMA abuse can result in permanent depression because it affects serotonin release and reuptake, so SSRIs don't work properly to treat it. Correct. One of an acquaintance of mine, I got informed, got serotonin syndrome and ended up in hospital. So like it's a thing. If you have an addictive personality, I don't think you should touch any of these things.
Why do we carry on with this approach that doesn't seem to be working? And is there a better way out there that we could try instead? So I read loads of stuff about it, and I couldn't really find the answers I was looking for. So I thought, okay, I'll go and sit with different people around the world who've lived this and studied this and talk to them and see if I can learn from them. And I didn't realize I would end up going over 30,000 miles at the start, but I ended up going and meeting loads of different people, from a transgender crack dealer in Brownsville, Brooklyn, to a scientist who spends a lot of time feeding hallucinogens to mongooses to see if they like them. It turns out they do, but only in very specific circumstances. To the only country that's ever decriminalized all drugs, from cannabis to crack, Portugal. And the thing I realized that really blew my mind is...
drugs are dangerous, just so you know. Anytime you take a drug, you're taking a risk. I don't know what to tell you. Like, no drug that you take is, like, safe. Like, even if you're smoking weed, that's not safe. Drinking alcohol isn't safe. None of it is safe. Yeah. That's, yeah. No, I'm just pointing out there's no point being like, this drug is dangerous because of this, and this drug is dangerous because of this. They're all dangerous. I mean, if you make the choice to take a drug at any given point, you can make it with the knowledge that it's the same as if you get Botox. I got Botox in my jaw. Not safe. Not, I mean, relatively safe over all the research, but also not. Like...
almost everything we think we know about addiction is wrong. And if we start to absorb the new evidence about addiction, I think we're going to have to change a lot more than our drug policies. But let's start with what we think we know, what I thought I know, right? Let's think about this middle row here, right? Imagine all of you, for 20 days now, went off and used heroin 3 times a day. Some of you look a little bit more enthusiastic than others at this prospect. Don't worry, it's just a thought experiment. Imagine you did that, right? What would happen? Now, we have a story about what would happen that we've been told for a century. We think because there are chemical hooks in heroin, as you took it for a while, your body would become dependent on those hooks, you'd start to physically need them, and at the end of those 20 days, you'd all be heroin addicts, right? That's what I thought. First thing that alerted me to the fact something not right with this story is when it was explained to me, if I step out of this TED Talk today and I get hit by a car and I break my hip, I'll be taken to hospital and I'll be given loads of diamorphine. Diamorphine is heroin. It's actually much better heroin than you're ever going to buy on the streets because the stuff you buy from a drug dealer is contaminated, actually very little of it is heroin, whereas the stuff you get from the doctor is medically pure. And you'll be given it for quite a long period of time. There are loads of people in this room who may not realize that you've taken quite a lot of heroin, right? And anyone watching this anywhere in the world, this is happening. And if what we believe about addiction is right, those people are exposed to all those chemical hooks. What should happen? They should become addicts. This has been studied really carefully. It doesn't happen. You will have noticed if your grandmother had a hip replacement, she didn't come out as a junkie. And when I learned this, it just seemed so weird to me, so contrary to everything I'd been told, everything I thought I knew. I just thought it couldn't be right. Until I went and met a man called Bruce Alexander, who's a professor of psychology in Vancouver, who carried out an incredible experiment that I think really helps us to understand this issue. Professor Alexander explained to me, the idea of addiction we've all got in our heads, that story, comes partly from a series of experiments that were done earlier in the 20th century. They're really simple experiments. You can do them tonight when you go home.
Hold on, Pixel might need to pee. I'll be back. Did you do wee-wees? Come on. She did. I mean, yeah. We can look into the funding.
If you feel a little bit sadistic. You get a rat and you put it in a cage and you give it 2 water bottles. One is just water and the other is water laced with either heroin or cocaine. If you do that, the rat will almost always prefer the drugged water and almost always kill itself quite quickly. So there you go, right? That's how we think it works. In the 70s, Professor Alexander comes along and he looks at this experiment and he noticed something. He said, we're putting the rat in an empty cage. It's got nothing to do except use these drugs. Let's try something a bit different. So Professor Alexander built a cage that he called Rat Park, which is basically heaven for rats, right? They've got loads of cheese, they've got loads of colored balls, they've got loads of tunnels. Crucially, they've got loads of friends.
It's like if you give people access to meaning beyond escapism through drugs, they will often choose different ways of meaning. It's like when it's the same conversation we have over and over again when people are so judgmental of poor people when they choose escapism. When the reality is that's the only sort of dissociation they have access to from their shitty lives.
Have loads of sex, and they've got both the water bottles, the normal water and the drug water.
We read an article about
But here's the fascinating thing. In Rat Park,
fentanyl overdoses
they don't like
in
the
the
drug
US.
water. They almost never use it. None of them ever use it compulsively. None of them ever overdose. You go from almost 100% overdose when they're isolated to 0% overdose when they have happy and connected lives. Now, when he first saw this, Professor Alexander thought, maybe this is just a thing about rats. They're quite different to us, maybe not as different as we'd like, but, But fortunately, there was a human experiment into the exact same principle happening at the exact same time. It was called the Vietnam War. In Vietnam, 20% of all American troops were using loads of heroin. And if you look at the news reports from the time, they were really worried because they thought, my God, we're going to have hundreds of thousands of junkies on the streets of the United States when the war ends. It made total sense. Now, those soldiers who were using loads of heroin were followed home. The archives of
Yes, that's what, yeah, Louis, I know, a hot take. When you give people access to community and meaning and safety, it sounds woke, doesn't it? Yeah.
general psychiatry did a really detailed study, and what happened to them? It turns out they didn't go to rehab. They didn't go into withdrawal. 95% of them just stopped. Now, if you believe the story about chemical hooks, that makes absolutely no sense. But Professor Alexander began to think there might be a different story about addiction. He said, what if addiction isn't about your chemical hooks? What if addiction is about your cage? What if addiction is an adaptation to your environment? Looking at this, there was another professor called Peter Cohen in the Netherlands who said, maybe we shouldn't even call it addiction. Maybe we should call it bonding. Human beings have a natural and innate need to bond. And when we're happy and healthy, we'll bond and connect with each other. But if you can't do that because you're traumatized or isolated or beaten down by life, you will bond with something that will give you some sense of relief. Now, that might be gambling, that might be pornography, that might be cocaine, that might be cannabis. But you will bond and connect with something because that's our nature. That's what we want as human beings. And I think, at first I found this quite a difficult thing to get my head around, but one way that helped me to think about it is, and I can see, I've got over by my seat there a bottle of water, right? I'm looking at lots of you, and lots of you have bottles of water with you, right? Forget drugs, forget the drug war. Totally legally, all of those bottles of water could be bottles of vodka, right? We could all be getting drunk, I might after this. But we're not, right? Now, because you've been able to afford the approximately a gazillion pounds that it costs to get into a TED Talk, I'm guessing you guys could afford to be drinking vodka for the next 6 months. You wouldn't end up homeless. You're not going to do that. And the reason you're not going to do that is not because anyone's stopping you. It's because you've got bonds and connections that you want to be present for. You've got work you love. You've got people you love. You've got healthy relationships. And a core part of addiction, I came to think, and I believe the evidence suggests, is about not being able to bear to be present in your life. Now, this has really significant implications. The most obvious implications are for the war on drugs, right? In Arizona, I went out with a group of women who were made to wear T-shirts saying I was a drug addict and go out on chain gangs and dig graves while members of the public could jeer at them.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And when those women get out of prison, they're going to have criminal records that mean they'll never work in the legal economy again. Now, that's a very extreme example, obviously, in the case of the chain gang, but actually almost everywhere in the world we treat addicts to some degree like that. We punish them, we shame them, we give them criminal records, we put barriers between them reconnecting. There was a doctor in Canada, Dr. Gabor Mate, an amazing man, who said to me, if you wanted to design a system that would make addiction worse,
Chain gang is basically how they used to make slaves or prisoners work back in the day. They would chain them all together. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen Les Mis, but, at the very start of Les Mis, when it's like, look down, and they're all like chained together and like digging and doing like slave labor as prisoners.
you would design that system. Now, there's a place that decided to do the exact opposite, and I went there to see how it worked. In the year 2000,
Or like the movie Django Unchained is about being unchained from a chain gang, basically.
Portugal had one of the worst drug problems in Europe. 1% of the population was addicted to heroin.
It's also why you find in prisons they create their own society. And then that's why there are such high rates of recidivism of crimes for long-term prisoners, because they're so much more comfortable in the society within the prison because they feel included in the prison, and they don't feel included in wider society. So that's why there's such high rates of recidivism.
which is kind of mind-blowing. And every year,
For like a lot of different for different crimes specifically, but
they tried the American way more and more. They punished people and stigmatized them and shamed them more. And every year the problem got worse. And one day the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition got together and basically said, look, we can't go on with a country where we're having ever more people becoming heroin addicts. Let's set up a panel of scientists and doctors to figure out what would genuinely solve the problem. And they set up a panel led by an amazing man called Dr. Huao Gulao to look at all this new evidence. And they came back and they said, decriminalize all drugs, from cannabis to crack. But, and this is the crucial next step, take all the money we used to spend on cutting addicts off, on disconnecting them, and spend it instead on reconnecting them with the society. And that's not, essentially, that's not really what we think of. What they did wasn't really what we think of as drug treatment in the United States and Britain. So they do residential rehab, they do psychological therapy that does have some value. But the biggest thing they did was the complete opposite of what we do. A massive program of job creation for addicts and microloans for addicts to set up small businesses. So say you used to be a mechanic. When you're ready, they go to a garage and they'll say, if you employ this guy for a year, we'll pay half his wages. The goal was to make sure that every addict in Portugal had something to get out of bed for.
it's a solid program. It's a solid program.
In the morning. And when I went and met the addicts in Portugal, it's fascinating. What they said is, as they rediscovered purpose,
This.
It's almost time for the next resub. So sorry this is late. I honestly thought I had shared it.
You do not have to apologize. Thank you so much for the 43 months and the sneaky tier 2, Brucey. These programs are really interesting because they are the logical extension of progressive policy and the humanization of people just in general, across cultures, across disabilities, across all life experiences, across gender, across if that makes sense. So the more that you humanize other people, like these are the logical programs that come out of that.
they rediscovered bonds and relationships with the wider
Oh my God, the fly's back. Oh, Pixel's panicking again. I feel bad. My poor baby dog, she can't even sleep because the fly's out to get her. Look at this shit. Look at her. Can you guys see it? It just flew there. You're trying. I'm going to get the fly spray. Take out my
is a full-blown house deposit.
How are you still alive?
I hate to see such violence on stream. Frown.
I've put the fly out of its misery. It was dying. As soon as it landed, I killed it quickly. I feel guilty. I now need to pee. I'll be back. Well, that was quite an ordeal, chat. I feel terrible. I don't like killing anything, but as soon as it like stresses out my dog for hours at a time. It's okay, baby.
Fire One gifted a tier 1 sub
Prom,
to Innocent Fly.
43 months,
They
thank
have
you
given
so much.
109
Fiery,
gift subs
that's
in the
evil.
channel.
You sit down, Pixel? Yeah. Like, honestly, as soon as it freaked out my dog, it was over for that fly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was self-defense. It was self-defense. You're insane. Bye. No, it was
Strawman
self-defense.
Mebro gifted a tier 1 sub to What Diedo Toy.
The
They have
vibes
given
were at risk.
431 gift subs in the
The
channel.
vibes were at risk. You had to go, alright, I owe you a dance. I think we talked enough about addiction. We shouldn't punish addicts, but we should potentially provide human beings with more access to things that provide meaning, like community and housing and safety and meaningful work where you're not entirely alienated from your labor. That comes across as sarcastic. Does it? Really? Well, somebody came in here and said Def Code was abusing other streamers, so I had a very low tolerance for any of their messages.
Boy!
My AI chatbots provide community when people exclude me.
That's fucked. When I know that I've been good at least. So you know what, chat, no one can accuse me of not living rehabilitative values. So, you know, I am benevolent. I am benevolent and patient, if nothing else. I have lots of bad qualities, but try me. Don't try me. I'm tired and mentally ill. Leave me alone. Temporarily mentally ill. It's not my personality. It's not deep within me. It's a temporarily normal response to a set of circumstances that happened in my life, of which anybody would react in a similar way. Exactly, Professor Fappington. Yeah, it's like the flu. Recovery. Chat, would you like a hype or interpretive dance this evening? I did an interpretive dance the other day to Carmen, actually. I don't think anybody's ready for this.
Here and now, it's time for celebration. Finally figured
Did you like that chat? Was that really fun? Take a breather and a bow, I shall. I never heard the song or seen the movies, yet somehow knew exactly what it was. It was honestly an iconic moment in many people's lives, High School Musical. Yeah. So those are the days. If you would like another dance, that can be arranged. But in the meantime, you can have some songs and some chats potentially. Because I'm very tired. I'm turning into a pumpkin at 11 p.m. We are also recording Girl Dozer tomorrow. So that's exciting. And I will be here tomorrow as well. I'm also just tired. I woke up at 7:15 this morning and couldn't go back to sleep. So that was feral. A new dozer dose. It's true. A new dozer dose. I don't even know what my voice will feel like. Let's find out, shall we? I've been cheated by you since I don't know when. So I've made up my mind, it must come to an end. Look at me now, will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Whoa, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya? Mamma Mia, does it show again? My, just how much I missed ya. Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why did I ever let you go, Mamma Mia? Now I really know, Mama, I could never let you go. Now I really know, Mama, I could never let you go. Femi Lekev Bove, Marty, Rat, Sanguinary, thank you for the roses. I am very grateful. Is anybody up to anything cool this week? I'm very excited for this week because I'm going to see Dune. Can we request? Of course you can. $10 or 1,000 bits, you can request anything off the song list. Yeah. New lease? Yeah, I signed my new lease. I did. It's a really nice feeling, even though it's so expensive. We love our little cages. Ooh.
Poison, poison.
When are you moving? I'm not. I'm staying here. I renewed my lease. They put it up $80 a week. I don't think I'll get the popcorn bucket. It's a bit... Nah. Nah. Thanks, Arclight. Request. La 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 la. You get on my nerves. You're so fucking annoying. You could poison. You're the worst person on earth. Forgiving you is pointless. You could poison, baby girl. It didn't have to be like this. I didn't want to have to use the knife behind your back to go and flip the script. You almost got away with it. You got a little bit ahead of me, but unlucky for you, I am that bitch. You get on my nerves. You're so fucking annoying. You could poison. You're the worst person on earth. Forgiving you is pointless. You could poison, baby girl. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. You got another suit to lick. Anything it takes to run your mouth to bring me down to anybody listening. You love that shit. And yes, I am a feminist. But bitch, you're making it so hard for me to always be supporting all women. You get on my nerves. You're so fucking annoying. You could poison. You're the worst person on earth. Forgiving you is pointless. You could poison, baby girl. La 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 la, la 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 la. This might be out of pocket, but I might just have to drop it. So go run, check your inboxes. You incriminated our bosses. You get on my nerves. You're so fucking annoying. You could poison. You're the worst person on earth. Forgiving you is pointless. You could poison, baby girl. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. You could poison. You're the worst bitch on the earth. I hate you and your guts. I think you should put up the fucking guy. You get on my nerves. Fuck you, you dumb bitch. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, Gorge. There's no good track for that song yet, but it's such a fucking vibe. Thank you for the request, Darklight. Oh, fuck. I'm not supposed to be awake this many hours. I'm just a girl. Yeah, I signed my lease. I don't know if it's congrats or not, you know. Did I win? Doesn't feel like I won.
Boy!
Creep PLS.
I would love to sing Creep for you. When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry.
You can't just tell everybody it's a cold, but
You flow like a feather
keep it casual.
in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. She's running now again. Oh, she's running now. She runs, she runs, she runs, she runs. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? No, I don't belong here. I don't belong here. Sorry, I couldn't bell. I got nervous the door's open. But I can't shut the door tonight because, well, it's too hot. Time of gifts. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I'm very grateful. We're exactly halfway to another dance. If people want it. but also I'm totally down for not. I'm very tired. Thank you so much. And Blanc, thank you so much for the request. I have a lot of fun singing that song, so I'm very grateful. Oh, fuck. How many times can she yawn? I don't know if I know it, Eben. I've been having a hard time adjusting. Had the shiniest wheels, now they're rusting. Didn't know if you'd care if I came back. Have a lot of regrets about that. Pulled the car off the road to the lookout. Could have followed my fears all the way down. Maybe I don't quite know what to say, but it's here in your doorway. I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. They told me all of my cages were mental, so I got wasted like all my potential. And my words shoot to kill when I'm mad. I have a lot of regrets about that. I was so ahead of the curve. The curve became a spear, oil behind all my classmates, and I ended up here pouring out my heart to a stranger. But I didn't pour the whiskey. I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. At least I'm trying. At least I'm trying. And it's hard to be at a party when I feel like an open book. It's hard to be anywhere these days when all I want is you. You're a flashback in a film reel on the one screen in my town. I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. I just wanted you to know that this is me trying and trying and trying. At least I'm trying. At least I'm trying. At least I'm trying. I'll have to check it out. Who was it by? Scala and Kalaki Rice? Somebody want to link me? Chat, you get one more. I'm fucking dead. Dead. So dead. Never been more dead. Oh, well, the piano already slaps. I love harmonies.
What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here.
Choir dynamics are so... Chat, there's like something that happens to your brain when you hear multiple voices at once. I like it. It's not my favorite. I like it. But I get it. Pull the plug in September. I don't wanna die in June. I'd like to stop planning my funeral. I've got work to do. Pull the plug, make it painless. I don't want a violent end. Don't say that you'll always love me, 'cause you know I bleed myself dry over and over again. Doomsday is close at hand. I'll book the marching band to play as you speak. I'll feel like throwing up. You'll sit and stare like a goddamn machine. I'd like to plan out my part in this, but you're such a narcissist. You'll probably do it next week. I don't get a choice in the matter. Why would I? It's only the death of me. Pull the plug, but be careful. I don't wanna die too soon. I think there's good in you somewhere. I'll hang on till the chaos is through. Doomsday is close at hand. I'll book the marching band to play as you speak. I'll feel like throwing up. You'll sit and stare like a goddamn machine. I'd like to plan out my part in this, but you're such a narcissist. You probably do it next week. I don't get a choice in the matter. Why would I? It's only the death of me was so quiet. No friends or family allowed. Only my murderer, you and the priest who told you to go to hell. And the funny thing is, I would have married you if you'd have stuck around. I feel more free than I have been in years. 6 feet in the ground. Doomsday is close at hand. To play as you speak. I feel like throwing up. You sit and stare like a goddamn machine. I'd have liked to plan out my part in this, but you're such a narcissist that you did it on Halloween.
choice in the matter. Why would I? It's only the death of me.
I don't know that one that well, but I like it, so. Oh, I'm not sure, Blong. Generally, so there's a few different ways that I sing it, but I usually just glance at the lyrics that are on the, what do you call it, on the track, and go with whatever they have written. It could be a copyright. I think it's just the shortened version of the song, potentially, but I do like the Door version. Remind me next time and I'll do the Door version. Last one, chat.
I try for you, try to see through all the smoke and dirt. It wouldn't move. What could I do? I touch your head to pull your thoughts into my head, but now I can't. Say, isn't it strange? Isn't it strange? I am still me, you're still you, in the same place. Isn't it strange how people can change from strangers to friends, friends into lovers, and strangers again. Back to this room, back to our roots. What did we lose? What did we lose? If I could, I'd pull your strings for one more dance, but I can't. Say, isn't it strange? Isn't it strange? You look at me, I look at you, with nothing to say. Isn't it strange how people can change from strangers to friends, friends into lovers, and strangers again.
I'm so tired. There's no denying it, chat. I have a big coffee tomorrow, so I'm functional. I didn't have coffee today. Um, put half the tin in the cup? Seriously. 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 I'm having a big coffee in 5 minutes. Lol, the dog. Oh, well, I hope your morning coffee is delicious. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, fuck. Sorry. It's my own fault. A chat. I can rage you into Nat. She's playing Dota. A natural choice. Chat Nat is great. She's a 10 out of 10 Dota player. Great woman. Go enjoy. I am going to have a shower. And take a nap. I need a snack. I think I might have eggs. Maybe. Couple of eggs on rice or something. A shower egg, perhaps. Probably not a shower egg. Sounds like you'll have a solid sleep. If I set myself up for a solid sleep, I will have a solid sleep, but I've been having a couple nightmares. God knows why. You know? Be kind to yourselves. Take your vitamins. Do what you gotta do. Be what you gotta be. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going delirious. You're all good. Ish. Bye.